right, this is that time of year. It's Betting Weekly Tennis Live. Mitch, Michals, Dustin, Fox, all part of the Bet Rivers Network. Download the app if you haven't already. Make all your bets on Bet Rivers. This show is covering the Paris Indoor Masters. We've got action all across the grounds in Paris. We've got a couple women's tournaments as they finish their season strong. This is it for a lot of players. This is just a great time to be a tennis fan, Dustin. Happy to talk tennis with you this time of year. I just love the Paris Indoor Masters, the scenes, the acoustics, all of it.
It's something about indoor tennis that just comes across as more intimate on TV. I'm sure it's awesome to be there live and to be able to see it, but just, I don't know. You said like the acoustics are a little bit different. The ball just sounds like it's just getting shot out of a cannon with some of these guys' forehands and ground strokes. It's just a different type of tennis. I mean, they said there's slower courts, right?
Think so. I mean, I know it changes year to year. I don't really want to make the general.
This is a new venue for this year, though, right? I believe.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is 1 week Masters. Love it. We're getting great matches off the top, ready to go. Qualifying was exceptional too. You've got some, and it's not as full as maybe it would be earlier in the year with injuries and players pulling the ripcord. But it's it for a lot of players. There's still tremendous stakes to be played for that final ATP final spot. And I just love it. I think this is great. I like some indoor tennis. You got the crowd going. I saw Vienna last week. That crazy Sinners Vera final. You had the DJ going nuts.
Yeah,
it was. I just like it. I think it's good. I like the indoor hard court season at the end of the year. I know there's not maybe a lot left in the tank.
How long does the indoor hard court season go for?
It's pretty much it, man. I mean, we got tournaments I think next week, and then it's it's going to be winding down. So this is the last big spot. This will be, and then we'll go a couple more weeks on the ATP finals. The WTA finals start this Sunday, so we're already gearing up for Saturday.
Rabakina got that last spot.
Yeah, what a crazy. And that was what Nigel called exactly, right? Shout out Nigel Seeley, of course. What we ended up happening and seeing with that was she got the spot. She went through a couple Canadians and to get there in Eala and Boku, and then withdrew to preserve her energy. So interesting champions last week, right? We had Sinner beat Zverev. Zverev really showed a lot in that match, like that his level is close, that he could maybe challenge. I know he didn't win, but that was pretty good. Fonseca gets his first title. And the stat I saw, Dustin, he breaks into the top 30 at exactly 19 years and 2 months old, exactly the same as Djokovic, Federer, and Murray. So that exact same timeline to make that.
Boy, it would be sweet to see another one of these just robots come along that can be a star for a decade plus. It's just, we were so like blessed to be able to live in this era. And now to expect these guys just to happen to fall off trees, it's just not going to happen, man. It's just not. I mean, we've been very lucky to have Alcaraz and Sinner, and these guys are out of this world. But even them, like until we see it for another like 4 years, you're not going to be able to be like these guys are in that realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was actually, and I misspoke. It was his second title, first at the 500 level. First, I believe, since Curtin for Brazilian at that level. So it was crazy. And then also, unfortunately, have to kind of bring this up too, but you probably just auto fade Fokina in finals now because that's another finals loss for him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
something mental. I mean, Fonseca's a great player, obviously, but this is his third this year, I believe, third final loss. So tough one there. And then shout out to the women. We saw Belinda Bencic get a title and Lee, the American, get one. So some good results there, but we've got Paris right now. Live windows heating up. We got 3 matches in progress across the grounds. Third set, Zuzuberg's Alex Michelsen. Michelsen is down a break. He's about to close out, it looks like, the 4-1 game to get to 4-2. Maybe get a break back in it. He's plus 330 on the money line. We've got a tight third set just kind of underway between Mueller and Nakashima. 1-30 on Mueller's serve with Nakashima prohibitive. Minus 375 favorite, as I believe he might have a break point coming up. And then Korda down a set, trying to fight against Lorenzo Sonego. 30 on Sonego, serve 1-2. So 3 except. This is why I love this time of year, because we got a Monday show, Dustin. The tournament just started. All these Americans in action, a couple of them fighting for their lives.
Yeah, and it's during our show, so we can actually watch a couple of these matches live. But you're right, it is going to be fun to see how these matches finish up. Would be nice for Korda at least to come back here and take the second set after kind of getting steamrolled there 6-2 in the first.
It would be. And we're not going to sell our Corda stock. We might be idiots, but we're just not going to sell it.
You want to bet on Corda in your life?
I don't, but I do. It's weird.
Or even a pick. Maybe, it doesn't have to even be a bet. Like, I don't know that I've ever won outside of last week. I think we did a live bet on him in one of our shows, and I did win. God, who was he playing? It doesn't matter. It was against the Canadian.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't, not Diallo. Was it Diallo?
No. The dude who plays well in Canada, that's the only place he plays well. It's Toronto.
Oh. It wasn't Chapo or Felix. I can't remember.
Poprin.
Okay, the guy who won Canada. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, Sinner and Alcaraz are in this tournament, and odds are, based on recent history, that when they're in the same tournament, they make the final. So if that is the final, we'll get it. But it was good to see Zverev and others show life. And you wonder, too, looking ahead, they're going to the finals. And actually, I take that back, right? Sinner pulled out, so he's not in this tournament. So Sinner's not, right? Is he playing? I keep forgetting.
I thought he was, unless I missed some news this morning. Because this is one tournament that both he and Alcaraz don't have.
Yeah, he is playing. I don't know why I said that. No, because he's pulling out of Davis Cup, and that was the big kerfuffle, is that he's not playing Davis Cup, and they want changes to that. So that said, those two typically play. He did just win Vienna in Austria. Alcaraz has taken some time. We know he's just a stud wherever he plays, but I think there's going to be real opportunity in this draw for players to make deep runs and set themselves up. There was that announcement too, by the way. Just this is a big thing to consider. They are going to change the ranking points system to basically where the season ends. That sets you up for the beginning of next year all the way through the Australian Open. So they're kind of encouraging players to take some time off, take a rest, even all the way down like to the qualifying level. You're getting into your draws based on how you do this year. So that said, it's nice they have a break, but there's also going to be an opportunity for players to really have some stakes in the next couple weeks.
Their points up, absolutely.
So,
what do you think about them adding the new Saudi 1,000? And it's not going to be a like a normal 1,000. It's just a week, right?
Yeah,
or 5 days or whatever it is. It's quick.
It was only a matter of time, is what I think about that. It's what I think about that. Bergs, I mean, if there's an upset here that you're looking at, I mean, I hate to say it, but like Mueller, how he's priced, like over 2-1 on serve in the third still, that would be the one that just makes sense, right? Like if you're going to back a dog and just throw a little on.
Yeah, I just never bet on Mueller unless he's playing on clay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I feel really bad because I do think the Latin American swing is going to get affected by that announcement. So, and I love betting on those tournaments too, down in Rio, down in Chile, down in just different, Santiago, underrated one. Corda can make it interesting, though. We'll monitor that. We'll see if we got any bets coming up. But we've got a ton of matches to get to tonight, tomorrow. There's just a lot happening. And Dustin, let's get the ball rolling. We'll have a daily double on this show. One of the matches you wanted to talk about, the guy who won the tournament last year, hasn't had a good year this year, but it's Mpetshi Perricard. He's taken on the returning, first time back since that unfortunate injury at Wimbledon, Grigor Dimitrov. And there you see the line. Grigor is a slight underdog, plus 128. Perricard minus 155. All right, Dustin, where are we at with this match? Your leans, your bets on this play, and what to expect from Grigor after all this time off?
I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, it's a slight favorite for Mpetshi Perricard. It's going to be a 3-setter. I'm gonna call that right now, just because Perricard plays 3-setters, and Dimitrov is a wily veteran. I actually think that Perricard's going to outlast him though in a 3-setter. So or just take the over and Perricard.
I have a couple things that I wanted to say on this match first.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Grigor coming back to play Perricard actually could be a good thing. And I don't know, right? Like, I don't know the extent of the injury. We saw it was pack. Each
I know where your head's at right now.
No, he's not going to have to be as taxed physically playing a guy like Perricard.
I was going to say short rallies.
But no, this is the disclaimer, right? You're playing a guy that's just going to be bumping serves. And if he's on, maybe the timing's off. Like there's risk reward.
How's that shoulder, in terms of, taking on that 135, 145 mile an hour serve?
You got to consider this, right? Because there's no such thing as match reps. Like you can't train for match reps until you're out there. Novak Djokovic is proving that now. But you want to ask yourself as a bettor or just a fan of this match, right? Like, is the timing going to be there for Grigor, or is he going to have cardio issues? And the cardio issues, I think, I mean, he's always been in great shape, but you kind of like maybe playing a guy like this. On the other hand, though, he's going to hold serve a lot, so your serve better be ready to roll too. And we'll see how that works handling it. So the tiebreak props are always overpriced. I would say that sets bet looks intriguing to me. Over 2.5 sets plus 118. If Grigor comes in shape and isn't rushing this, that's the other thing. Is he taking the court when he's fully safe? I think him to win a set and Perricard to win a set. I think that's where I would lean.
To me, this feels like Dimitrov just needs to get back on the court and play. It's whether he wins the match or not. I bet he's not even worried about that going into it. He's probably worried about working on some stuff, getting back on the court. That's why I think Perricard's going to win the match in the end. Whether it goes 3 sets or it's a straight sets victory for Mpetshi, I think it's going to be a victory for him. Number one, it's his home crowd. So he's going to be out there getting roars every time he bombs 150-mile-an-hour serve ace down the tee. You know what I mean? Or wide. Yeah. It's going to be a huge home crowd advantage for him. And like I said at the end, I don't know that Dimitrov really cares. Yeah,
I hear you. And I like Perricard. And he won Basel last year, and we love the serve and the one-hand backhand. He's under 500 this year, 23-24. That's his record. So he's lost to some players that we talked about it on this show a bunch because he's always in that range of do you bet him? Do you fade him? This is intriguing, and it just hasn't happened. So to win, yeah, I think it's going to be an opportunity for Grigor to play well and maybe win the match himself.
Oh, he's going to play well because he's going to out-ground stroke Mpetshi Perricard all day. And that's what I mean. He's going to win all of his service games. I think it's going to be tough to break him. Even though we got a
double match point for Zuzu Bergs. About to finish off Alex Mickelson. Looks like it's going to be 6-2. Mueller up 30. It's 30 all on the Nakashima serve. I like Brandon Nakashima.
I'm ahead of you.
Value is value. Yeah, I know. I'm on the app. I got the screen up, Dustin, but it's hard for me to keep full eyes and attention when we're doing.
Well, you're also driving the ship
a little bit. So I'm looking at the outstanding Bet Rivers app, which is great, and everyone should download it. But it's not going to be as quickly as the television screen that you're watching, but that's okay.
By the way, you're not going to ask me about how it was to play against some Division I tennis players this weekend?
You did do that, yeah. Just
not just Division I players though, like women who won the Big 12 conference last year. Texas Tech, of course.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, they were beasts, right? And we know how good that conference is in general. It seems like men's and women's tennis is just blowing up in the South, like a lot of sports. But that was pretty fun. Was it like live ball? Was it everybody just getting in, or did you?
So I actually just ended up playing with this one player, Maria, who is amazing and a super sweetheart. She played with me 2 days. She gave me 4 hours of her life to go play tennis with me. And obviously I'm not as good as her. I just try to rally and hang in some of the rallies and maybe win a couple of points here and there. But nah, man, she could just smash the ball. I mean, these women are just it's very humbling. I'll put it that way.
I had a Texas Tech's great. I had last year did a podcast with Jacob Fernley, and
nice.
And he said, because he played college at TCU.
Yeah.
British guy coming over, not really sure of the American scene. New players that played there, but until you live the experience, especially in the South, you don't really know what it's like.
Right.
And he said playing Tech was the craziest. They get off the bus, and he's like, they must have promoted it within the frat houses. Just 100 frat boys screaming at him. They knew nothing about tennis, but they were all just on him, go Tech, and for the heated rivalry that they did win. And he said, that's when he appreciated how sweet a road win can win, as you know from your career.
Oh yeah. Well, college tennis is great because it's not like pro tennis where you can't actually cheer and be kind of obnoxious like a fan should be. That's college tennis.
These guys are tough to play it. These guys that play college tennis and girls develop a toughness from it. I think you see it. Yeah. And Shelton comes to mind, and some others.
Maria was hitting forehand winners on me, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I see ya.
All right. Well, we got Zuzu Bergs in. We got Sonego up a break in the second set, man. Poor Sebi Korda. Mueller Nakashima, that's the match going on right now to watch. It's a long deuce game. Now. Nakashima is trying to hold serve and keep pace.
Back to deuce.
Keep pace in that one in the beginning of that matchup. And then, we got later matches today. So let's talk about another one here, Betting Weekly Tennis Live. Another American that comes to mind. And our comments are on us. Needle Man was right there because that's the exact match we're going to now. Ethan Quinn taking on Karen Khachanov. It's coming up soon. We got Karen Khachanov, who's won this tournament before. It's been 8 years, but he is a Paris Masters champ. Taking on Ethan Quinn, the American having the best year of his life. He's plus 190 against the Russian. There you see the spread and the over-under, some setbacks, and some opportunities. With Dustin, we'll look at it right now. EQ taking on a Paris Masters champ of the past. How do we like this one?
I mean, Quinn has shown in the past, like, he can win matches at higher levels. He's facing an opponent who's established. I mean, Khachanov has been there. He's done that. It's indoors, which, could favor, ground stroking players. So we'll see how Quinn's game translates. I mean, I think he's got a chance to win the match. It's going to be tough. Also depends, like, what's the motivation for Karen in this match.
Yeah, Khachanov's an interesting one. I don't want to say he's been like stuck in the state of where he is ranking wise, but
you don't have to say it. We can see it.
It's a good place to be. Like, that's why I don't want to like say it begrudgingly. Like,
it's real hard to be at like the top,
a lot of players,
15 player in the world for 4 years straight.
A lot of players would take that and be like, what a great career, made a lot of money playing the game that he loves. Absolutely. I know. Motivation this time of year, right? I mean, he's 13 in the world. He's going to just miss out on the finals by a couple ranking spots, which has happened before. Yeah, maybe if Quinn's been playing great, he's had the breakthroughs. He's got people in his corner that are pushing him, and he seems healthy and motivated. And yeah, I think it's a real play. Now looking at this, we got to talk daily double too. Is there a part of a Quinn bet that you would maybe throw in there, or do we want to move on?
I would like Quinn as plus 1.5 sets, or to win a set, essentially.
Okay, we'll take a look at this is the betting sheet. We're going to get that on Bet Rivers, but that'll be part of it. Like Quinn coming up, and we'll get this out so everybody at the end of this show can get their bets in ahead of time to make sure. Quinn to win a set on Bet Rivers right now is minus 139. So we'll add that to our daily double, lock it in, make sure that that's part of it too, because I think this is going to be a toss-up. Yeah, Khachanov is a great fighter, but not a lot of easy breezy matches for him. And I think that might speak to why he's not in the top 10 consistently, is that maybe he doesn't have the weapons that the other guys do and can't easily defeat some of these opponents.
I don't know exactly what it is or what's in his head, but there are times where he looks like he could beat has beaten the top player in the world.
I don't want to zag on a popular notion. Like, tennis is a mental game. Like, we know that, right? Like, we know how much goes into it.
Ask Davinovich Fokina.
But here's where I'm going to zag, though. I'm going to zag. Like, there is the talent factor can't be overstated. Like, some guys can just do more out there, and girls. Like, that's, Yeah, so that's maybe where I think Khachanov started. But all right, we like that matchup.
The one thing that makes me a little nervous is, like, Khachanov, his serve can be really good at times, but Quinn's not a great breaker of serve.
Okay.
His return game is not good. It's only about 20% right now.
Yeah.
So he struggles. So we'll see. And his indoor court record's not been good either. But I just think there could be a dip, and the value play for me. That's value. That's all right. Plus 1.5 cents.
Well, Betting Weekly Tennis Live continues on. Mitch, Michals, Dustin, Fox. We're going to look at tomorrow's Paris matchups as well. We're definitely going to cover the early matchups and give our takes, but we did want to mention some of the women's tournaments. I mentioned there were 3. So we have 3 women's tournaments going on all across, looks like Asia now. Chennai, we've got Hong Kong, we've got Zhejiang. So opportunities for these players to finish their season. It's the last stop for pretty much everyone in the field. And, we have an opportunity for some matchups, especially as we look at, and I know that was the tournament you wanted to highlight because we got matches late tonight, but Zhejiang has a couple matchups that'll start, in the overnight hour. And you have one that you want to talk about. It's Alycia Parks, another American, taking on Zhu. Parks is plus 185, Lin Zhu minus 235. There you see the spread and the action there. Final stop of the year. Parks, the American, has been dangerous in this spot before. Dustin, do you like her as an upset potential in this one?
We have plus 185 as the dog. Okay. So I don't think I've never really won money on Alycia Parks, which is, again, maybe not the best reason to, talk about somebody or how they play or whatnot, because I'm not betting on every match that the player plays. I just happen to have bad luck maybe when I'm picking my spots. Listen, she's known for big serve. She's aggressive. I mean, she's gonna be in the match. I mean, she's talented enough to win, obviously. Will she win? No. I do not think she'll win this match.
She can hit herself in or out of any matchup. And I actually think,
go ahead.
I actually think that if you want to get, take the exotic bets out of it, I like unders in a lot of her sets because when it goes bad, it goes bad.
Correct.
And there's a lot of unforced errors.
Well, I was leaning towards one of two bets. It could be the under on games, or it could be just laying the juice on the 3.5 games.
3.5 games minus 132. Yeah, that would speak to my theory of, I think that a spread can get covered against her. She could win a set like tight, like a 7-6 set, and still you'll look at this and be like, Zhu covered 3.5. How? Because there was a 6-1 or a 6-2 in there.
Do you have the ability to pull up an alternate line?
Ooh, let me dig on that.
Because if I wanted to make it minus 4.5 games for plus money, it'd probably be like, I'm guessing like plus 130 or something. Maybe plus 150.
Gonna have to take a look. Gonna have to take a look.
No, you don't have to. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. But I'm just throwing out there to our fans or our audience, I should say. That could be an option.
You can actually. Look, this nice towel. What did you want? What were you looking at?
Minus 4.5 games.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. I got it. Nice toggle feature on Bet Rivers that I'm discovering right now. Just drag and drop, baby. Plus 120. Plus 120.
So that's if I wanted to probably just not be scared, I'd take the 3.5. But if I want to make some extra coin and not have to lay the juice and get plus money, I'd lay the 4.5.
Yeah, love that. I can just drag it all the way if I want. If I just see something that doesn't look good, I'm just going to start playing with that like a little kid.
Job, man.
I'm going to start playing like a little kid out there.
You're like me with the Telstra. When I get the telly, I don't have a telly every game, but when I get it, I'm like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I know. I would. Yeah, get back to Etch a Sketch as a kid. You're just drawing and trying to come up with stuff. Other women's thoughts. I don't really have any others on this tournament. I was just looking across the grounds at some of the other events, and like I said, this is the chance for these players to finish their season strong. The one that I think I like, if I was going to pick a women's match, and again, you have 3 tournaments to choose from, so you can choose wisely. I think I would cover Kenin, her big spread, 4.5. I know it's a lot, but she looks very good. And, she's someone that I think anytime she takes the court, it seems like she's just dying to be out there. So Kenin again, Sakatsume in Hong Kong, minus 4.5. I think I like that number. Maybe even I like that number more than the under games because I think it could be a crazy set based on her matchups, but that would be one that I like. Outside of that, boy, I'll tell you, and I like Kalinskaya, but she's had some health things and she retired again. So I think Rakimova plus 245 and something in there. Although Eala plays Boulter, that's probably your women's match of the next day or so. Is Alex Eala taking on Katie Boulter in a razor thin line? So,
is she out there promoting how much money she needs for her wedding too?
Yeah. Eala's been up and down. I think over minus 121, over minus 20.5 games. Minus 21, Eala Boulter would be the women's bet I have to look at in that one. But yeah, got matchups when you get up, overnight and then right into Paris. It's a nice little tennis window.
As I was thinking about Katie Boulter, made me think about Alex de Minaur, who dismantled Berrettini over the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch any of that?
I did. Yeah. It was
Berrettini,
good.
I felt bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah,
man.
You can't stop and start and maintain a level of fitness. I mean, especially to play a guy like de Minaur, it's just brutal. It's a tough ask, and I know he has to because of the injuries. But Demon's just a stud, man. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, that last race for the ATP Finals, and we'll look ahead to see. But if Djokovic doesn't play, and we'll see what he does. I don't think he will, but we'll see. Draper is in the 10 spot. He's out. So if Joker doesn't play and it's Musetti and Felix, you still have Casper, you have Medvedev, you have Fokina, and brutal for Holger. He was right there, and then just he could have been in the mix.
Achilles or whatever. Did they finally say if it wasn't a full Achilles tear?
I think it was the tendon rupture, but again, that's kind of what it sounds like. That he could be back in like 6 months versus what like a full Achilles tear would be. Yeah,
calendar year plus maybe.
And it's just brutal. And what's he going to be like when he comes back? The fitness level, all that. So
he already had a hard time with that. So that's a bummer for Holger.
Looking again at the live window, Senega up 3-2, but maybe Korda can fight. I don't know if he can break back. He's at a deuce point. Nakashima Muller early on in that one. A lot of long games in that match.
Every game's going to deuce.
they're not. They're both these guys are fit. This could be a long affair. We could be in one there.
Nakashima makes me tired watching him play because he sweats so much and he just looks tired, and it makes me tired. Like Dimitrov doesn't even sweat and he runs around for days, but Nakashima just looks exhausted.
That's like Tiafoe, right? Like no one sweats like Francis. Like the guy's just wasting towels like nobody's business.
Yeah, I mean Alcaraz never really makes it look like he's sweating that hard. Obviously.
Some people are just sweaters.
Yeah, some people are sweaters. That's right.
Some people are. Tuesday's action, we got some early matchups that'll be starting out in Paris. You got Felix taking on Comasana. You got Grigor taking on Gabriel Diallo in a tight razor-thin line with Grigor -125, Diallo +102. Echeverry, Carbelli. And then a match I wanted to discuss because he's coming in. Valentin Vacherot takes on Jiri Lehecka. Vacherot gave Fritz one heck of a match in Paris. Deep third set. All he could handle. The American Fritz won the match, but he acknowledged that Vacherot won his respect in that one. He comes in against Jiri Lehecka, who's a very tough customer himself. But can the young man from Monaco keep it going? Can he find a way? He was watching his cousin Rinderknecht get that win, but tough ask because you're in a 1 week Masters. You're going to play a good opponent, but is he a live dog at +175?
It's funny is I took him against Fritz as a live dog. Like after in the third set, even I'm like he's going to win this match, and I really thought he was. He had break points in that third set, opportunity to do it. He just couldn't do it. I think Fritz was frankly kind of let him off the hook on a couple of points.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, can he win this match? Absolutely can win this match. I mean, I look at this guy until proven otherwise, can play with anybody.
At
least right now. I mean, maybe not in a year from now.
I got to play on this one.
Yeah. What do you got?
The over in the first set.
Is it 9.5 or 10.5?
Yeah, I think it's 9.5. We'll pull that up. But that's the one I'm looking at it. Yeah, over. Wow, it's pretty juiced up. It's -182 for over, but
again, you can take the alternate and make it.
He just plays. I mean, Vacherot's in it, and he's tough, and he crushes that backhand when he gets time to set it up, and I think he plays aggressive. But I'm expecting another heavyweight tilt, and I would be a little hesitant to recommend go full money line because I do think Lehecka's a darn good player, especially if the coats are slower, like our own Sean Calvert says, being there that it's playing slow. That
slow courts are going to help Lehecka.
They will. But
he likes the long rally. He likes those long rallies, and Vacherot is just trying to, serve and volley, like quick points, get the hell out of here, go for winners,
right,
and all that.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be a long, drawn-out matchup. I do. I think that's what we're looking at. So that'd be the one I would look for. The other match tomorrow, though, man, a rematch of a match that didn't finish last time. We've got Denis Shapovalov, Joao Fonseca, the Basel champ, gets right back to it. Interesting because they had met because Fonseca had just won his title. So the questions are everywhere. What's Fonseca going to have as he gears up for another tournament? What's Shapovalov have after retiring 2 games away from the finish line against Fonseca? I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I don't know that I have a strong read that I would give out on this match, but we know each tournament's a new chapter, and sometimes you don't just look at anything that happened in the prior match.
Yeah. I mean, how can you not, though? I mean, the guy's 2 games away from the finish line and retires. And then he's playing again, like 4 days later, the same opponent. I don't know. To me, it's kind of lame to retire that match.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it either. Yeah. I understand, and I watched some of it. I didn't see any fall or trauma. It wasn't like there was a huge injury incident right around that time. You wonder, though, with Joao, right? Like winning the title, it's tough to just, all right, now let's get back to it and go. But he is a teenager, so he's got that going for him. Like I would put the younger players with less miles on their body better suited than someone older to just turn the page and get right back to it.
I think the experience will definitely help Chapo in this one. Also, I mean, I guess you got to talk about this. Was there really any sort of an injury that made him retire that last match?
We had a lot of people drop out this whole weekend, really, and Basel was just destroyed by it,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a weird one, but he hasn't So here's the thing about Shapo, right? Like I was looking at his Paris stats. He made the final in 2019. Has not made it past the second round since. Interesting, right? That final he played against Joker, lost in 2 tight-ish sets. So maybe you're fading Shapo based on Paris history here. And you just ride the Fonseca train. Or maybe that's the other thing, Dustin. This is the best value. We'll look back 20 years from now and be like, this is it. This is the opportunity. Get on Fonseca now for any sort of value if he becomes the top player in the world.
Bro, he's going to be top 30. He's a kid, like he's definitely got a chance to be the next Alcaraz or Sinner, or at least maybe. Listen, everyone's trying to take away Djokovic's spot as the number 3. And there's no clear number 3. Like we thought it might be Zverev. It ain't happening.
Yeah, and then I like guys like we've talked about this. I like guys like Shelton and Draper, but they get hurt a little too much. The consistency factor, availability is the best ability. We've heard it, and you have to be out there and doing it. And even though Joker isn't playing all these tournaments, he's making the semis in every major he plays in. So, best
Medvedev
big match
was there
player.
for a while. Medvedev was the number 1 player for a minute, and now he just he's playing better. He's playing better. I give him that.
Can I tell you the other match I like tomorrow?
What's
I'm
that?
so intrigued to watch. I think you got to know what it is. We haven't.
Is it
talked
Moutet?
Yeah.
Oh, Moutet.
Opelka.
Moutet.
This is classic Moutet draw and classic breakdown of this match. He's playing Reilly Opelka. I feel like he can make a deep run even to the semis or better. He could also get wiped out by Opelka tomorrow. It's the gateway matchup.
I just don't know how Opelka will do on a slower surface versus the trickiest player I think right now going. Just because of he's a lefty, he gets to everything. And he's tricky. I mean, Opelka relies obviously upon his huge, serve bot, but his baseline game, he's got a forehand that can be dangerous at times. But I just don't trust him for those 6+ ball rallies when it gets and the slices start coming out from Moutet. You know what I mean? Those are the ones I don't think
we're getting. We're getting a great handshake though at the end of the match. Like we're getting a great one.
Oh yeah, because he's like Moutet's what 5'7", 5'8".
I think he might be listed at 5'10", but I might throw a challenge flag on that if
I
I have a few in my back
all
pocket.
Day, man.
I would replay assist can fix us on that one pretty quickly. But to win a set, to do this is a classic case where I think there's value in backing Opelka in some sort, but not on the money line. Like, I think there's a way to figure out a way to back him, whether it could just be him in the spread's 2.5 and watch this be a match that Moutet Opelka covers but doesn't win, So this could be an interesting spot, though, because I think Moutet is built for this time of year. He's magic this way. And he's another guy, right? Like, he's playing for seeding. He's playing for a chance to work his way up into the top 30 and beyond. Has a lot of game. Avenge that loss against Medvedev. Watch out for him. Wins this match. This could be the gateway spot. But anything else we like in Paris as we go forward?
I just kind of looked at the rest of today. A couple jumped out at me.
Munar Medvedev.
I would have mentioned the Moutet match, but
Munar Medvedev. Munar plus 200 against the Eala. Guy is tough. He beat the brakes off of Shelton almost in that match. Like it was. They
had a really good match in Shanghai, right?
Yeah.
Where Munar went. It was a 3-setter, right? I believe.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think Munar is live to beat Medvedev.
100% live. 100% live. I was going to say though, like if not, like this should be a 3-setter again. History repeats itself with these dudes.
It definitely does. Looking at the live odds as we kind of gear up. I mean, Stanego's still maintaining that break. Muir running away with set 1, and the odds completely flip. So you could have just reached that opportunity to make money both ways. Because what you end up doing, right? You take the underdog earlier, they win that set, and then maybe you get some value on Nakashima, the back end. But it's happened fast, right? It's happened fast for Muir. I don't think Nakashima has any recent success to speak of in this tournament, but it's a good place to go to our daily double. Can we figure out the second leg? What do we like on this one? A lot of options to choose from.
I did like my was the first one that I took in the
Quinn to win a set, -139. Ethan Quinn, Khachanov set. Like that one. We can go women. We can go to that Alycia Parks match. We can also
I mean, I really do like at least the 3.5 is good, but if you want to really juice it up, the 4.5 would be good.
So we get Froggy on the daily double, or are we playing it safe?
Unless you want to jump in on some of this. Are you gonna put it all on me?
No, I think we.
Well, you're also on 2 other days too, so
yeah. I think we go. I think we go with the play. I think we just go 3.5.
All right.
So we go 3.5.
Safer about that too.
-132. Lin Zhu to cover against Alycia Parks, and it's not on the board for bets, but we'll get to that one. Well, it's not on the board for bets, but Ethan Quinn to win a set on Bet Rivers is -139. So when you combine those two, Quinn to win a set against Khachanov, Lin Zhu to cover 3.5 games against Alycia Parks, it pays out +202. So it's a nice little over 2-to-1 payday.
Love it.
You know, and that's what we need. Sometimes you're gonna score, and it doesn't have to be the home run. You know, we can just play some small ball and just work our way around the diamond and get home. So, any other thoughts before we wind this one down? Another great edition of Betting Weekly Tennis Live.
Not much, man. I'm off to Texas again this week. I'm going to Rice for Memphis at Rice on Friday night. Halloween night football, by the way.
Yeah.
Make sure you tune in 7 o'clock on ESPN2 on Friday night. Because I'm gonna have some sort of a Halloween outfit on. You know that.
Yeah. Wow. Friday night Halloween football. You got Maction coming up too, starting next week. Is that when it is?
Yeah, I'm actually not doing any Maction next week. I'm doing some for sure the 18th, which is like a Tuesday.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Remember, Bet Rivers is where you go. You go to the socials at Because We Win, the X account, the Instagram, the YouTube, and you want to go check out the newsletter as well. We got a great newsletter, Betting Weekly Studios. So you want to subscribe to that. Get in all the action. There's so much in the world of sports to keep us afloat in this time with the Paris Masters, WTA finals coming up. We still got ATP tournaments, ATP finals, Davis Cup, Challenger events, and then 2026 will be here and we have Australia. So a lot going on. And remember that daily double as Mueller wins the first set, Korda trying to stay alive in the final, down against it 5-3 in the second set. But remember that daily double, Ethan Quinn to win a set over Khachanov, and Lin Zhu -3.5 games to cover against Parks for +202 payout. But Dustin, another fun show. This was great. We got Paris Masters and so much to talk about, but always a blast talking tennis.
You too, partner. Have a great week, everybody.
Everybody have a great week. This was Betting Weekly Tennis Live. We're back tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, same time tomorrow, same time Wednesday, on the Bet Rivers Network. For Dustin Fox, I'm Mitch Michals. This was Betting Weekly Tennis Live. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the tennis.